Hello, Soul Tribe. It's your Soul Coach, Jeremy Ryden, hoping you're healing deeply and living fully. Where is Virgo in your natal chart? And if you don't know where Virgo is in your natal chart, you can go to astro.com, fill in your free birth info, and you'll get an astrology chart so you can start exploring the awesome world of astrology on YouTube and blow your mind away with the accuracy of your own natal chart. So let's get right into it. If you do know where Virgo is in your natal chart, and I'm talking about the cusp, each house starts with a zodiac sign. What house starts in Virgo? Because that's the area where you're called to improve upon. Because Virgo is about personal growth and self-improvement. So whatever house Virgo starts in the zodiac sign with, that's the house you are supposed to improve yourself in this lifetime with. That's where we should see some great personal growth. That should be also where you're thinking a lot logically on how you can grow in the area that house covers. Now, of course, we're going to look about, where is Mercury placed in your natal chart, because that tells us where the personal growth is, what you're thinking and talking about, because Mercury is ruled by Virgo. But even just the zodiac sign Virgo is somewhere in your astrology chart, and wherever house that Virgo is, focus should be given and attention should be given on thinking about that subject matter, thinking and analyzing how you can grow and become serious about the things that house covers. So if we got Virgo in the first house, you really need to really think about how you can grow your identity, because the first house is how you present yourself to the world. Are you growing as a person? Do people look at you and do they see someone that is logical and a deep thinker and someone that can handle problems? Because Virgo is great at counseling and analyzing and coming up with solutions. And so first house also rules the body. So are you having personal growth in your body? Are you taking care of your body? Are you being serious about not only having a strong body, but also a strong sense of who you are? If you're not sure about who you are, then you really need to start focusing about asking the big questions. Who am I? How do I show up in this world? How do I see myself on this planet? Now, Virgo rules that second house. If Virgo starts the second cusp of the second house, you really need to pay attention on how are you going to make money? Where are you personally going to be able to grow financially? Second house also means your values. Are you really thinking deeply about what you value? Are you really putting effort to see what it is that you believe and don't believe, what it is you truly want, not just what society tells you should want or what your parents tell you, but what is it you believe? What is it you want? The second house also rules the mouth. So how we're talking, a lot of self-talk, talking out loud. Are we talking confident? Because usually a confident second house creates more cash flow. So as a Virgo, you want to make sure that you're improving that self-talk in your head, that almost self-esteem. Do you have the confidence to believe that you have the ability to create the kind of income that you deserve? So you should be thinking realistically, how can you make more money with the skills that you have, and what skills do you need to improve upon so you can make more money and so you can do the jobs and work in the environment that correlates to your value. Now, if we got Virgo in that third house cusp, wow, a lot of personal growth is being given to your communication, because third house ruled by Gemini naturally is also a communication sign. Gemini and Mercury, right? Or Gemini and Virgo, these are the signs of communicating, getting your point across. So a lot of the personal growth is going to come for you on exactly learning how to communicate, always improving, growing in the way that you're able to get your point across. The third house is also ruled with that knowledge and learning. A lot of that is your how-to, a lot of basic stuff. So some people say high school, some say elementary, but it's really that third house, the how-to. So when we go to the ninth house, we're looking to a lot of abstract thoughts, philosophy, spirituality, and religion. But when we get into that third house, it's a lot more how to, how to do real estate investment, or how to grow your Facebook. It's grow your Facebook. So what I'm saying is third house is really learning practical information that you can use for your skill set, right? So if the second house is how you earn money, the third house is how you're growing that skill set and communicating that skill set to the world. So you really want to be growing intellectually, especially third house does improvement with brothers and sisters, your siblings. And so are you growing in your role as a brother and sister? Are you growing in the family role? Or, and you may say, well, I'm not very close to my family. Well, with that Virgo there, we would look on how you can heal the relationships with your family, right? Because Virgo rules healing. So are you healing family relationships and growing in that regard as far as with your brothers and sisters? Now, when we jump into the fourth house, that is our home. That is our security. That is our deep emotional, psychological foundation. So you should really be growing in your emotions, being emotionally aware with Virgo in that fourth house. Emotional healing. Virgo is about healing. So are we healing our emotions? Are we tapping in to really understanding how our childhood impacted the adults that we became? And so Virgo, you're really supposed to grow, learn, and develop into even a higher understanding of who you are by dissecting your childhood, by looking at your relationship with your mother or your father and seeing how they impacted your feelings today. And so definitely be improving in taking the time to ask yourself those personal questions about your upbringing, about your beliefs, about what you were taught, and how are you growing from those beliefs? Are you expanding from your original upbringing? If you're not expanding emotionally and growing emotionally and figuring out how you can personally grow your emotional intelligence, grow your faith in a way that has beliefs that are more in line with who you are, you're not living up to that fourth house potential of Virgo on the cusp. You have the ability to really expand your beliefs if you take the time to dissect why you believe, not just what you were told, what was said, but what do you believe here in 2020 or whatever year you're watching this episode. Now we go into the fifth house. Virgo, you need to be in this fifth house, improving your romance. A lot of people think that Virgos are not romantic. That's not true. That's not true. I know a lot of romantic Virgos, but with that Virgo in the fifth house, romance can be very healing. You should look for relationships that are healing, that are also expanding you. If you're dating people that are not challenging you to think deeper thoughts or to expand your heart to really become more romantically, but more creative. So if you're in relationships that are not encouraging your creativity, that are not encouraging you to expand your creativity, then you're not living up to that Virgo fifth house placement of improvement. You can improve not only how you are dating, but you're also improving how you are with your children. If you should have children, that Virgo there says that you should put a lot of focus on your children. You should think a lot about your children. You should understand how you can be a healing influence for your children and also a empowering your children mentally, because Virgo rules that mind. So it rules the stomach, the gut, right? The intestines. But Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules the logical mind, the things that we're thinking about. So how can you help your children to think logically and think in ways that will help them to handle their problems and be able to just sit down and process what they're going on. With that Virgo in the fifth house, remember, you're going to have a lot of intuitives because Virgo is ruled by the gut. So you're going to have gut feelings about the people you're dating. You're going to have gut feelings about your children. Pay attention to that gut. Now, when we go into the sixth house, right? Virgo's natural home, right? Virgo in the sixth, right? So a lot of things are going to be given to how can you improve your working environment? How can you really professionally in your working environment grow? Are you growing by your professional environment? Is your professional environment, and we're talking what you're doing day by day in the workforce with your coworkers, are you among people that challenge you mentally, that cause you to really want to expand yourself in what you're doing day to day on the job? You know, sixth house also rules with that, besides just work, but it rules also our health, our body. So are you becoming health conscious? You have a very beautiful opportunity in this lifetime to really improve the overall health of your body. Kind of like the first house should be thinking about their physical body. There's, a lot of times the physical appearance in the first house. So you have a Virgo in the first house that's improving their body because they want to look good. But we get that Virgo in the sixth house. Now we're looking at somebody that wants to improve their body because they want to feel good. They want to feel healthy. They want to be at their optimal level of being able to work, live a long life, and not have to face a lot of diseases. So are you improving your holistic lifestyle? Are you improving the way you're eating, your diet? Are you improving, the things that you're doing day to day? Because besides workforce, Virgo in the sixth house is really ruled by also everyday routine. So are you having a routine that is empowering you every day for personal growth? Are you putting in time for your personal growth in your daily routine? Either reading, watching YouTube like this, motivational speakers, motivational books, things that can cause you to personally grow every day with your routine. And if your routine isn't if your routine has got to the place where you're not even thinking about it no more, you need from time to time to put thought into your routine. You need time to time to re-dissect your routine and see, are you maximizing the most potential of how you're living your life on a day-to-day basis? All right, this YouTube's already up to 11 minutes. We went 1 through 6, and we'll get 7 through 12 on the next video. If you like this video, please subscribe below and ring that bell. You can share this video on any of your social media. Remember, wherever Virgo is on the house cusp, that's where you need to look to improve your life, to personally grow, to heal, and to just really pay attention to in your thought process. So love to hear your comments. Love to hear where you have Virgo in your natal chart. Namaste.